Sales rejections are an inevitable part of the whole sales process. There are some things which are under your control, but there are some things which are not under your control. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can overcome the pressure of sales and how you can stay motivated, take on the rejections, learn from them, and be able to close the sales effectively. So, let's talk about it in detail. Number one, change your mindset. So, suppose you are talking to somebody, you have emailed them, you had some good conversation also, but then they are not responding, or they said that no, please don't contact me again, or something like that. Because people can be really rude at times. But you, as a salesperson, need to understand that they rejected the product or the service that you're selling, not you. Not you personally, right? So, if you understand that, you can stay motivated, you can change your mindset to understand this thing, and you can also learn from these situations. Like, suppose maybe you took too many follow-ups so that the person got irritated. So, just next time, excuse from taking so many follow-ups, right? So, you can learn from all these situations and improve the way that you're working. Number two, don't take it personally. So, as we said, the rejection is for the product or the service. It's not for you as a person, right? So, it can also be related to something which is not under your control, like the budget of the company that you're pitching to, or maybe it's all about the timing. They don't want to do it right now, even though they inquired for it. Or it can also be related to change in the roadmap or change in the planning at their end. Earlier they needed it, but now they don't need it, right? So it can be something which is completely unrelated to you. So don't take it personally, like you have done something wrong, or maybe you have not pitched properly. You have done your 100%, but maybe they are not just in the mood right now. Number three, analyze the feedback. Now, what you have to do is, whenever your offer is rejected, you need to understand why. You need to know the reason. For this, what you can do is, you can ask the feedback of the prospect. Like, do they say that, no, I did not like your product because it lacks something, or your service quality is not great, or I have heard something wrong about your company. This feedback will make you understand what you need to improve. If it's about the trust factor, maybe you can share some testimonials with them. If it's about something unrelated, totally unrelated, then you can just stay calm, be in touch with them, and look for future opportunities with them. Also, you can try and identify the patterns. Like, if you are regularly receiving some rejections from somebody or the other, why? Like, what is the reason? Is there any pattern? Like, is everybody saying we don't need it because your product does not have this feature? Maybe it's time to have that feature. You can talk to your product team and get it done if it looks really interesting and important for your product. Number four, stay positive and resilient. I know sales is full with pressure. Sales is not easy. Not everyone can be a good salesperson. But if you're a good salesperson, this means that you have a lot of patience and resilience and a lot of positivity and trust in you, right? So if you are a good salesperson and if you want to be one, you need to really understand yourself and trust yourself. You need to consistently remind yourself that you can do better, keep improving yourself. To stay positive, you need to practice gratitude. No matter small or big, there will be a lot of wins. Like, you must have closed some of the other clients, right? So you can celebrate those. You can learn from those. Like, you can see why you were able to close those deals, right? And you can stay positive with this. Number five, improve your pitch. You know that it's a long-term game and the demands and the market continuously keep changing, right? So you need to keep improvising yourself. First of all, you can stay updated about the things that are happening around you. Now, like, if there is some competitor who has launched some special features in their product, maybe it's time to look at those features and see if you should also adapt them. Also, you can have a kind of a role play kind of scenarios with your colleagues where you can talk to them as a salesperson, they can act as a client, and they can ask you certain questions and raise objections on your pricing, on your turnaround time, on your quality, etc. And then you as a person calmly answer them. Also, you need to work on your pitch. You need to continuously refine your pitch, make better presentations, keep adding more and more success stories and case studies into your portfolio, keep adding more information about the clients that you have worked with, and keep improving the portfolio. When you continuously do that, you stay updated as per the market and you also have higher chances of closing the deals. Number 6, follow up strategically. Now, I know that if you are talking to 100 different prospects, not all of them will close with you, and that too immediately. What you have to do is you need to have a follow up plan, which is a strategic follow up plan. Like you need to say at what intervals you need to follow up with these people and then continuously be in touch. You need to gauge and understand what are their requirements like and when they might come up. And when it is the right time, if you are already in touch with them from a long term, they will definitely contact you and take your services. For example, you can set up a kind of a follow-up strategy for your inquiries. Like if somebody has inquired something, you send the code, and then after 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 9 day, and then 14 days, you keep following up like this. And when you have such a follow-up mechanism in place, they continuously reminded of you, your product, your service, and then they can see the kind of dedication that you have in closing this deal. And if they feel that you are dedicated, they get that trust factor and then can go ahead with you. Also, sometimes timing is just the only reason. Like, baby, the timing is not really right. And it gets changed. After 6 months, maybe that prospect comes to you and says that, yes, now our company has decided to go ahead with your product and we would like to start right away. Now, when you keep following up with your clients, but still in a very professional way, what it does is it keeps the doors open for your future opportunities. Right now, they are not closing, but definitely the doors are open. They might come in any day and say that, yes, we want to shake hands with you. Number 7, you need to maintain a balanced perspective. You can't just keep a track of only the closure amount. You need to see how many closures you have done. You need to see the conversion rate. You need to see the overall health of the pipeline, like how many leads you have got and at what stage they are and how big they are. So if you look at the whole overall perspective and overall scenario, I'm sure it brings you a lot of positivity and it gives you a direction on what to focus on, because there might be a lot of big leads that you should definitely track down, and even if one of those closes, your target is achieved. Number 8, learn to handle the objections. Clients will ask you a lot of questions and concerns they may have. They will say that the pricing is not okay, the quality is not okay, the timeline is not okay, etc., etc. But you need to stay positive and convince them on how your product or service is really the best. You should give proper reasons on why it is a good one. What you can do is you can prepare a list of all the different kind of questions or objections raised by clients at different scenarios, and then you can already prepare the answers to those. And when you are in the meeting, you already know these kind of questions can come up and you are ready with the answers. This is something that is a prior planning that can be done, and you can handle the objections very well. And when somebody is raising the objections, you should listen to them actively. If you're active and you're listening to them carefully, you understand what their opinion is, and then you are able to resolve it faster and better. So that's the way you can be a resilient salesperson and make sure 100% of your closures are achieved. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.